Jack Dorsey just released a new app called Buzz that I think is absolutely revolutionary and is a glimpse into the future. It is a new multi-agent chat app that destroys Slack and Discord. But there's so much more to it that no one else on the entire internet's talking about. We're going to talk about it here. In this video, I'm not only going to show you what makes Buzz so special, but I'll also show you some use cases that will change the way you work and show you some new features I've never seen in any app ever before. By the end of this video, you're going to be a Buzz master. Let's lock in and get into it. So this is Buzz, and there is a lot of things going on here. The entire internet, bad pun intended, has been buzzing the last week over this, and for good reason. This isn't just a Discord with AI agents just built in. This isn't just Slack. This is a major paradigm shift in how chat apps work. Quick walkthrough, and then I'll go into all the differentiators and use cases. This gets really, really juicy. This is what Buzz looks like as of today. They are shipping fast. They are shipping really fast. So by the time you see this video, there might be new things on the sidebar. There's also an excellent mobile app, so make sure to check that out too. What makes Buzz so special is everything is in one place. Your AI agents, your code, your repository, your teammates. And the reason why you want all of this in one place is because now context can be shared amongst all these things. Let me show you what we're looking at here. I'm in this channel right now. Inside this channel, we have a whole bunch of things. One, we have me, and we also have a bunch of AI agents. We have my OpenClaw Henry, who is in here. We have my Hermes agent, Hermes. I just named my Hermes agent Hermes because I like that name. We also have some other things. We also have an agent named Billy. Billy is a local agent. This is a model, Gemma 4, running on local compute. I was able to very easily spin up these local models and local agents inside of Buzz because Buzz detects all my local compute. This is a really big part of Buzz, this local compute. We'll get into this later in the video, but this is something no other app in history has ever done. But let's talk about the AI agents first. So for the first time, we truly have a way to bring all our agents into one place. Our OpenClaw, our Hermes, any other agents we have, Codex, Claude Code, I also have those in here as well. They are all in one single place. And because they're all in one place, that gives us a few different advantages. One, and it's one thing you can see here, adversarial conversations are really easy to do now. What I mean by adversarial conversations is a big unlock for using AI is when you can have different AI models and harnesses and agents debate each other. Claude thinks one way, ChatGPT thinks another way, Hermes thinks one way, OpenClaw thinks another way. Before you had to kind of jigsaw it all together and build skills and MCPs and plugins so they can kind of communicate to each other in a really rough way. You don't need to do that anymore. They all communicate to each other natively inside Buzz. There's no extra setup required. So for instance, I send a weekly newsletter, link down below, and when I typically write these newsletters, I go to my OpenClaw, I say, hey, what are you thinking for a newsletter this week? Then I go to my Hermes, I say, hey, what are you thinking? And sometimes I'll copy and paste them amongst each other. It's a whole lot of work. Now I can do this. Hey, Henry and Hermes, can you discuss amongst each other what would be the best newsletter for me to write? They start a thread amongst each other where they literally start messaging each other back and forth. They're literally debating each other back and forth. I'm not even in the conversation. I'm not saying anything. They are discussing back and forth what my newsletter should be for that week. Adversarial AI. This yields a significantly better result than just asking one AI. So adversarial AI natively supported. No other app on planet Earth does this because every other app, AI agents are like second-class citizens. Discord, Slack, you're building plugins, which is basically just glue and tape to get your AI agents in there. With Buzz, they are native, so they can natively talk to each other just like they're human beings. Speaking of human beings can work side by side in here as well. I'm actually going to be opening up this community, and in Buzz, they're called communities. I'm actually going to open up this community very soon. Details on that later in this video as well. But you can invite people in and they can work alongside you you, your OpenClaw, your Hermes, your other agents, and they can all discuss with each other and have these kind of adversarial conversations to get way better results. Many other things built in that are incredible, and we're going to go into why these things are so special soon. Another reason, built-in repositories. Repositories are built in. They're not just replacing Slack and Discord in here. They're also replacing GitHub. Repositories are built into this. So you can create projects directly in Buzz, replacing GitHub, and then you can then go into your different channels and have your agents actually write and commit code into these repositories, into these projects. This is, again, amazing because now for the first time, repositories, AI agents literally living in the same place. You don't need to glue it together with MCP servers to GitHub and this and that, all in one place. And that opens it up even more with the fact now that you can bring human beings in here, and your humans, your AI agents can all work together to write code together and ship code and commit it to the local projects. There's never been like a multiplayer AI setup like this before. There's never been like a multiplayer coding setup where you have multiple people working together in the same space to build projects. You know, typically you'll create your commits separately. The code will step on each other's toes. You'll have to do merges. You have to figure out what's going on. Here, everyone works alongside each other so you can see who's doing what, who's building what, who's thinking what, whether it's your AI agents, your humans. In Buzz, they're the same thing, and it makes building code so much nicer. Here is my list I made of like the biggest special things about Buzz. This first one is the biggest thing. This is the most important. When it comes to AI, context is everything. Having good context and having crap context is the difference between getting amazing performance out of AI and awful performance out of AI. The more context, the more relevant context you can have, the better your AI is going to perform. Now, what's amazing about Buzz is now for the first time, all your context is in one place. All your agents get many pieces of context with every prompt. They're getting the entire conversation history of the channel they're in. They're getting any sort of agent prompt description you gave when you put them in here. They're getting all the context from their past conversations. Like if you have your OpenClaw, your memories from your OpenClaw, from your other conversations. They're getting context of the other people you have in your Buzz. They're getting context around the projects and repositories inside your Buzz. And they're getting context from all the other agents in the Buzz. Previously, when you're using Codex or you're using Claude, you just saw it fly across. It was my Codex doing work off screen. I don't know what the hell's going on there. But previously, when you were doing work in Claude Code or Codex or Hermes or OpenClaw, all of your context is separate. Your OpenClaw can't see the context from Hermes. Your Hermes can't see your conversations from Claude Code. Your Claude Code can't see the work you've been doing in Codex. Codex is just clicking on my screen right now. This is what happens when you have too many AI agents in your computer. They just click around and do things when you're not even looking. Now all that context is in one single place. All in one place. That's amazing because that gives so much more power to the work all your other AI agents are doing. So when I go to Henry, my OpenClaw, and I say, hey, work on our project in here, this on-screen notes app I'm building, it's going to have context around all the conversations I'm having with my Hermes. And it's going to have context around conversations I've had in other channels discussing the project. I don't need to update it on the conversations from my other agents. That is really, really unbelievably powerful. At its absolute core, I think that's truly what the value of Buzz is centralized context for all your work. That is incredibly powerful. There's way more to it though. When we get to the shared compute part, I think I'm gonna blow your socks off, but there's way more to it though. Having all this shared context makes other things more powerful. For instance, search. I can easily search for anything here. Maybe I'm working on an app, maybe I've worked on it, if you're anything like me, across Claude Code, Codex, other agents, Hermes, OpenClaw, they're all contributing different ways. If I'm searching for a specific thing, I'm going to have to go to each one of those agents and search to see, okay, who added this feature? Who added this feature? Here, I can just search in one centralized place for everything. Like if I'm searching for my agent Henry, I'm not only seeing the agent Henry, things they've said, things I've said, I'm seeing every single thing anyone said to Henry. I'm seeing all the thinking logs of anyone who's thought about Henry in the search. This search is incredible. It also gets thinking logs in here. So you can search amongst AI agents' thoughts to see if anyone's thought of Henry. That's how unbelievable the context in this app is. And again, in a second, we're gonna get to use case. We're gonna get to the shared compute stuff. I just wanna cover what makes Buzz so special and different first. We talked about the adversarial agents. This is also huge for coding, by the way. Adversarial agents are amazing for coding. So if you build something out, sending that to another agent. For instance, if you build something in Codex, having Claude Code check it over usually makes the code better, and vice versa. That's now super easy in here. Instead of having to write skills where Claude Code calls Codex or Codex calls Claude Code, you just have it all in one place where you can just tag Claude and Code and say, hey, check this out. What do you think? And they'll work together and improve the code. No, again, taping things together through MCP or plugins or skills or anything like that. So it's not just for writing newsletters. It's also for coding. Anything you do, it's just super easy to have adversarial agents. Traceability, I just kind of showed you that in the search. You can trace everything, every thought, every message, anything that happens, easily search through. It's open source. It's free. This is what Jack Dorsey's been about ever since he sold Twitter. I think everything's open source. It's amazing. Very, very amazing. I'm very pro open source. So you can customize this any way you want. No more paying like $10 a month. I pay $10 a month for Slack. I don't even know what the hell I get. I think I just tried to join someone else's channel one day. It's like, you have to pay for it. It's like, what am I paying for? To join a channel? I didn't understand it. It's free. No more Slack $10 a month for God knows what. And the pooled compute part, which again, this is going to be exciting. I'm covering this a little later as well. So use cases. When would you use Buzz as opposed to Claude Code or Codex? If you work with people, right? If you have teammates or things like that, you should be using Buzz for pretty much everything. You should be bringing your teammates in, bring your agents in, and you all can have this kind of multiplayer building experience, which is incredible. If you're building anything with teammates, anything with other people, you should be using Buzz for your vibe coding. If you're a solopreneur and you're doing kind of your own hardcore vibe coding, I still lean towards Codex at this moment. I'm sure there's gonna be way more features that might change my mind. I still lean towards Codex for kind of solo hardcore vibe coding, but for adversarial code checks, I would bring it into Buzz and have the adversarial code checks there. Multi-agent adversarial reviews and research is also amazing here. Like I showed you how I built this newsletter by having my OpenClaw and Hermes actually debate with each other. Any type of kind of deep research you're doing, I would bring that into Buzz and I would have it be adversarial. I would say, hey, Hermes, OpenClaw, Claude Code, Codex, go research this for me. Everyone get your responses, present them to each other, debate, and bring it into one concise response that you deliver to me. I've gotten really, really good results from that. So I would take advantage of Buzz for kind of adversarial research as well. Any kind of big decision you're doing from your business perspective, I'm really liking Buzz and the conversations here for that. Local AI, if you have any sort of decent hardware, local AI here, and again, we're going deep into this in a second here, but it is so easy to spin up local AI agents in here. If you're doing LM Studio or other apps, I mean, it's not difficult, but it's still a little complex. Here, it's super easy. You just go into your settings, you go into compute, and you can just choose a model. It even actually recommends models based on which computer it's on. You just click it and boom, you have a local model running. I think really everyone should be running, no matter what hardware you have, because it's going to find a model you can actually run. By the way, if you learned anything so far, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm always just using the most cutting edge tools. Then I tell you about it, and I tell you how to get the most out of it with the most actionable AI channel on planet Earth. So if you got any value out of this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, Vibe Coding Academy. I'm doing a live bootcamp on this in the Vibe Coding Academy next week. Make sure to sign up for that below. #1 AI community on planet Earth. Link for that down below. Now let's get to a part here I am super, super excited about, and I think is going to change a lot of things. That is the screen we're on right now. Shared compute. What is shared compute inside of Buzz? Shared compute is the ability for everyone in your community to pool together your compute and then spin up models and agents on that compute that you all can talk to. Why is that so amazing and so different? First of all, no one else is doing that. There's literally just no other app on planet Earth that does anything remotely like this. But second, this allows you to basically have like your own intelligence commune where you all can share your intelligence and just use free local intelligence with everyone in your community. So for instance, if you watch any of my previous videos, you know I have bought an absurd amount of computers over the last few months. I have 3 Mac Studio 512 gigabytes. I have a few DGX Sparks, a few Mac Minis, an AMD Halo. I have like 2.5 terabytes of compute ready to go at all times. I do a bunch of things with those, but a lot of the time, 1 or 2 of those computers will sit idle. I can now connect all those computers to this community and have basically 2.5 terabytes of compute ready to go that anyone in this Buzz community can use. And that's a lot. You can get versions of Kimi K3 right now that are like 500 gigabytes. That means I can have like 5 Kimi K3s in here ready to go that anyone can just talk to and use completely for free. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to open up this Buzz community with all my compute connected to it to my Vibe Coding Academy community. If you want to take advantage of like all the Mac Studios I have sitting in this office right now, I'd highly encourage joining the Vibe Coding Academy right now, because I'll probably limit the amount of people that can join the Buzz community just so my models don't get overloaded. So if you join now, you'll have first dibs on it. But I'm able to connect all these computers, run a bunch of models on them, and then everyone in here can not only talk and use this free compute that's being hosted on my side, but what's going to be really amazing is everyone in your Buzz communities that's sharing compute can actually team up together and build apps together, multiplayer app building. You can come in here and leverage the local compute that's pulled together, and everyone kind of builds projects together and adds features. Again, there's never been anything like this before, nothing even remotely close to it. And now Buzz unlocks that. I want to be on the forefront, on the cutting edge of this stuff. So I'm going to connect all of these computers to my Buzz community and open it up to the Vibe Coding Academy over the next few weeks. So I want to make sure I set up so it's scalable and everyone can use it. So make sure to sign up for that. That's amazing. But this idea of pooled compute is incredible, especially as compute gets more scarce and more expensive and harder to get. Being able to enter kind of almost like a compute intelligence commune, and everyone contributes their compute and shares it together and can use it to get free tokens and intelligence. That is a really, really amazing concept. It's kind of like the Bitcoin compute in a way, because that's kind of like the idea of crypto, is that it's like decentralized, which is very, I guess, alongside what Jack Dorsey is all about, where he's very Bitcoin, decentralized, all that stuff is just very Jack Dorsey. But it's really cool when it comes to this compute stuff. It's really amazing. Should you be using Buzz? I think everyone universally should be using Buzz. You should download it and use it. Now, depending on your use cases and what you do, I think you'll get different amounts of value out of it. I think if you have a team and you have multiple people you build with every day, you'll get tons of value out of it. Really, really amazing. If you're solopreneur, you're hardcore hacking by yourself, I still think you'll get value out of it. I still think you need to use it at the very least. Like, you need to just get used to it, because I think this is the future. I am very convinced this is the future. But I think for vibe coding, Codex is going to be the way to go. Fable, amazing model, but I think Codex is by far the best harness for AI agents and vibe coding right now. By the way, if you missed my ChatGPT voice video from a few days ago, it's one of the best videos I ever put out. Make sure to check out my channel and see that. I think it's one of the most amazing features I ever used. Anyway, Buzz, you need to download it. It's really amazing. I really believe it's the future. Way more is probably going to come from this. They have shipped over the last week so many new features. I mean, this project stuff just dropped. I hope this was helpful. I am so excited to get back into this and keep using it again and connect all my computers. So I'm going to get to that. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you for watching my videos. It really means the world you sit here and listen to me for however the hell long this video was. I hope you have amazing weekends. I'll see you in the next video.